Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. Exactly.
Sorry, we're having a problem hearing you. Just raise it up. Thank you.
Better.
Hopefully.
We meet today exactly a year after Russia started its war, unjustified, unprovoked war against its neighbor, Ukraine. A year ago, many of us have wondered whether Kiev will stand, whether Ukraine will stand. All of those who doubted have been proven wrong. Today we have to make it very clear that we have no doubts that Ukraine can win this war. Yesterday there was a vote in the United Nations General Assembly asking for a just peace for Ukraine. And I can tell you there can be no just peace without a victory. There can be no justice without victory, as we cannot trust that Russia will hold to the peace if there is no victory for Ukraine. When it comes to the proposal made by China, so-called a peace plan, I think that we have to be very cautious. On one hand, the plan speaks about the respect for sovereignty. On the other hand, it alludes that the country cannot choose its security. It cannot choose the alliances that it needs to take. And it cannot choose to stay sovereign and with full territorial integrity. Therefore, I would not consider that a peace plan. I would consider that as something of a proposal for a new world order, even, where the might is right. I think we need to stick to the plan where right is right. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, also very good morning. And exactly a year ago, I was in Kiev when the war started. I saw with my own eyes that Ukrainians were ready to fight despite what the experts, what the world was thinking at that point. And a year later, we are in a situation where Ukraine is still fighting. I think that the only way that we can get to the lasting peace is helping Ukraine in any way we can. I think that the next step after yesterday's vote in General Assembly is the need to prepare for accountability vote, for vote on special tribunal on the crime of aggression, and that is something that Latvia is going also to work very hard. Gabrielius already alluded to the 12-point Chinese plan. Let me just say that it is good that China is finally stepping up and working out some kind of proposals. But what I also believe that just peace and the international order can be restored only based on the principles of UN Charter. The Russian troops need to get out of Ukraine, and only then we can start speaking about a just peace. I consider the Chinese proposal as the right step forward when it comes to the greater involvement, but I do consider that it's not reaching far enough when it comes to restoration of territorial integrity. And as Lithuanian Foreign Minister said, the only way how we can proceed is if we are sticking to international law, that we are not trying to compromise in any way with the basic principles of UN charters. And that is something that I see lacking in this 12-point proposal.
Every plan, peace plan, which takes not as a precondition a full territorial integrity of Ukraine, a full liberation of Ukrainian territory, is a false plan. Estonia full-heartedly supports President Zelensky's 10-point peace plan. This should be elaborated. And all world people should help Ukraine, should help victim state by giving all the power it needs to self-defense based on UN Charter. And this war has, to the future of world relations, to the world security architecture, a strategical importance. All the Baltic countries have recognized this aggression war as a genocidal act, and I call all the nations on earth to follow this path. This is a genocide having intent to annihilate a European nation and statehood. There should be accountability and General Assembly should give a mandate to establish a particular tribunal on Russian Federation aggression crime against Ukraine. And Putin should be under that tribunal with his nearest accomplices and not hide under the coverage of immunity. Thank you.